The way you open it is like that and close it. And you see this little thing right here will keep it closed or keep it from coming out from here. And there is a serial number. It looks like a little barrel, and whenever you need to pull it out, there's a little button and a hook. So you press it, you see there's a little pin, and pull it out. It says prototype, which is pretty interesting. Whoa, mirror polished. Which way do we open it? This way. So once we open it, do we put it back in? I think so. We just have to put it back through here and lock it in. Boom. Wow, that's a slow opener. Very interesting locking mechanism. Just press this, go all the way through, and then you just close it this way, all the way down, and put it away. This thing is very unique locking mechanism. I never seen that before. So you see there's a button, you just twist it and then it becomes like a gravity knife, and then twist it this way and somehow it makes it really tight. Looks like inside of the steel right here somewhere, either the blade or the handle. This is the tribute to Tokarev, and it says in Russian right here, Urakov. Beautiful. Close it, let it go, and lock it back up. It's not gonna come out. Looks like a simple fixed blade knife, but there is a button over here. Just press it, flick it, and you got right here push knife. How cool is that? Again, press it, flick it, let go of a button, and there you go. This gravity operating folding knife, you hold it like this and it comes out like that. Takes a little bit of practice to use it, but it works great. But the blade is hidden. When it's in a folding position, you gotta press on these two buttons and then the blade comes out. Same thing to close it. This doesn't even make sense why they designed it like that to fold and unfold. It's a little bit uncomfortable. I have played with this folding knife a little bit to figure it out how to use it. There is two buttons right here like safeties, so you gotta hold it like this, opens, and boom. The knife comes out and the handle closes. And to close it, all you have to do is go like that. So weird, don't you guys think? Again, to open it, you don't hold your knife fully gripped. What you have to do, kinda hold it with maybe 2 fingers and then fold it and then it comes out. Let me open this really fast. Boom. And to close it, same thing. Opening it, you have to have a little help right here. Closing it, you just press the buttons and then it closes. Probably easier to use it whenever you're standing. Easy to do it like that, but you're naturally already hand down, so it's easier to fold it down. Feel like you're just gonna grab it and flip it open, but no, the secret is in a little handle, but on that side, because it's right-handed, and then you use a flipper and it's assisted. There's ones that is not assisted. This one is assisted. You see, it won't work. It's like built-in safety, but all you have to do is just press it and it flies out, and at the same time you close your safety. You see that? And at the same time locking mechanism to close it. To unfold it, what you will do is press it right here and unfold it. You see how it pulls up a little bit? And to fold it up, boom. Whenever you need to pull the knife out, just grab it and pull it out, and you have a little claw knife over here. And you can push it, close it, and open it. So this is very fidgety. Hard to find, discontinued, but you see there is two little springs that run from this end to the other end. You kind of could see them almost, and that's what pulls everything together up and down. You see how this is kind of like a side knife fly option, so you press this, then you flick it out. That's it. And then you press this and you want to close it, you close it this way. Probably best to use 2 hands. So this button is just to close it. If you don't push this button, this knife is not moving anywhere. This right here, $400 to $1,500. People sell them. They go, it opens like that. Just like a utility knife, 2 inches, maybe less, maybe one inch. So to close it, there's a little trigger. You see, it releases the mechanism to where you can fold it. Boom. So this is how it works. You press it here and pull it forward. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. And to lock it, you just press this button, like a lock button, and you just pull it back up where it was. So you gotta press it right here and pull it. So this one is the newest one in a while in that kind of design. And you see how it's so smooth, it opens like that. Beautiful design packing knife to where like you could definitely show off to your friends, knife friends who appreciate knives will definitely enjoy it. You see how there's a safety right here. Usually you kind of have to pull on it to break it to the side. This one you just push it and untwist it. And if you don't know what this knife about, there's no way you can open it. But if I just grab it like that and boom, it's all of a sudden opened. But what's so beautiful about it? Obviously this is a high-end knife, high-end materials. It's a liner lock, super easy to close it and very smooth, except right here. You kind of got like assisted motion like that, and it locks in. So now you cannot open it. You can pull as much as you want. You can try to get pliers and it won't open. And if all you have to do is just hold it this way and boom, it opens. So check this out. What we're gonna do is flip this over and flip it all the way around and lock it in like that. That's it. And now it becomes a handle right here on the knife end, and you have a bunch of wrenches over here. So 4 wrenches, and looks like actual bottle opener. That's it. So unique. And look, there is actually says 8, 10, 12 and 14 millimeters. And I guess you can hang it on a rope and put it over your neck, or hang it on a carabiner anywhere. Beautiful. Quite hefty, not too heavy. I do like it that it's all metal, so probably will last and stay good for a while. I love the way it folds. This one, as you can see, kind of very different compared to the box what it says. I thought this swing would be on a lot more slant, but wow, this is actually very easy. So yeah, let's close it. You see it? Whenever you push it, boom, it locks out. And it's a really big knife. I like it, so it would be nice for camping, hiking, whatever. The grip is really nice, kind of rubbery handle, comfortable for my big hands. So yeah, to close it, you just push it like that. And again, you see how unique this is? It swivels too. Again, that's what's so special about this knife. Close it, then pull it all the way. And then it locks in. You see it? And then to pull it forward all the way out. So unique. This button right here, and just pull it backwards. Wow, this one is tight. Maybe not so much backwards, just to the side and forward, that's it. And then this will pop off. Wow, right? So why would you wanna take apart or field strip your knife? Well, many reasons. In case you're going to use it in a sand or mud and you're going to dirty it up quickly, you can take it apart and wash all these components out, so that whenever you open it and close it, you don't have all that dirt and mud running on these little gears, and it's just gonna sound so bad and mess up your knife. So this is quite nice. To put it up, just put it in, and again, there's holes, just 2 holes to match it up, 1 and 2, and then just push it back and forward. That's it. Yeah, you don't have to push it right here, just to the side. That's it. And then you have again ready to use folding knife for any situation. This side here, CRKT Columbia River knives, and I really love that see-through handle, both sides. so that way we can see how it works, but only to the extent, because on the inside of it it's all metal, so we won't see what its release is on the inside of it. There's like a little notch over here, and then you slide it back up. It is super smooth and locks in here so well. There you go. This is like a weird folder. You kind of have to spin it around, but at the same time, oh, it locks in, so you push on that. That is cool. I just got it. I think this is copper in the middle there, and you see this will rotate the gear all the way around and locks in here. And you have right here tiny little 1-inch knife, only on one side sharp. Kind of makes sense because it's so small. Kind of break up open boxes. You just kind of grab it right here and pull on it, and it will pop open. I love that little gear. You see it? I guess that looks like a little beetle, doesn't it? So this is a fixed blade and a folding knife, because you press this. I think this is a safety. What is this? Not really sure. It says it'll lift this up. Oh wow, there's different blades in here of some sort. Okay, that's cool. There's a whole bunch of blades in the handle. And what do we do here? Oh, okay, we just press it and fold it. And guess what? This will become a knife guard, and at the same time there's a little blade. That is a skinner, I guess. That is funny. So, blade guard, put it away, boom. Kind of futuristic design. There's a flipper. Whoa, flips really good. I love that style of knife. Skinny handle, so doesn't take a lot of space. How do we close this? What we'll do is press the whole thing, and look at that handle. This whole thing is like attached to this little bridge, and whenever we press here, the whole thing will lift up like with the leverage. So that's why it's so snappy too. And again, just press it and close it. This one is a big one. So how this works, just by pushing this forward, or kind of to the side actually. Wow. And then, whoa, it's a quite heavy pull. Is it spinning? So this whole thing spins up and down. Cool. Liner lock. Let's try this again. That is a quite hard pull. It is much bigger knife, but yeah, it takes a lot of practice. It kind of slides off sometimes to open it and close. Took me a minute to figure it out too. Boom. So you kind of pull it this way and that way. Probably the motion will be this way with your hand to open it. And this one has a bottle, Kamala sizzle. Whoa! There's a top flipper, and then whenever you close it, it will just fall and let go. That's cool. Very fidget friendly. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I guess it drops it, actually pulls it. That is cool. There's the button right here. Wow, are you kidding me? That is cool. Looks like heat treated. That is insane. There's number 115. There's a safety button right here. You press on that, then you pull on that to reset it. That is insane. One of a kind knife, and it locks in. You feel it, and it goes again. Boom. That is a nice pull, and it's a couple inches blade. It just looks like it's homemade. Check this out. There's a little Ballison butterfly knife, but the tip is sticking out, so you'd probably have to keep it in a holster. It didn't come with a holster, but it used. But yeah, it's just like a butterfly knife, opens, but it's not so fidgety. Pretty stiff. There you go, that's the word I was looking for. Then you close it on this side, lock it all the way. That's also pretty stiff, and you have a really long blade now all of a sudden. What's so special about? Looks like a Demco back lock. except it's very soft and big, so it's totally different. And look at that, it for some reason comes off and you can see this spring inside of it. That is pretty insane. Boom. And obviously you can flick it this way. It's incredibly soft. This one is about $250 knife. I keep pulling it out for no reason, so it definitely takes a little practice how to use it. This way, the sharp edge down that way, boom. And it kind of like in over here. That is one of a kind, beautiful knife for sure. Like that one a lot. So why do I like this? Because you open it kind of like with gravity or like with a flick. I noticed the best thing it works is like gravity. You see? This is something like I never seen before. There is a push button right here and boom. And whenever you close it, it's like want to close because there is a magnet pull it on it. I never seen a magnetic knife before. Still got put a little bit of getting used to, but do you hear it? Ding! I love it. I guess it's hits right here. Every time. It's so unique. Look, I can even push it this way and it flies open. This button is not really a safety, it's just to release the knife. So whenever you push it right here, you see it will adjust up and then you release it. So you fold it this way, push it in and it locks in. And then the idea of it, you're supposed to be able to push it and it flies back in. So again, move the handle, align it with this little metal piece in there. Oh, too soon. Then lock it. Okay, makes sense. I think I know how it works. You unlock it, lock it, it locks in by itself, the handle, and then you press this way, it resets it, then you kinda let it hit a little bit and it flies down, and then you lock it. So pull it. We're done right here. Now cannot pull it anymore. Now just finish it off right here. Boom, and you got yourself a knife. Guess you can hold it like that. Not the most comfortable knife. Oh, there you go, it's locked in. So there's a lock in the back over here. Pull right here and just close it in. There's some markings on it. Wild State 3C window breaker. You see it? Quite unique. There's a clip, pretty tight. Can I pull it just to here? I don't think so. Can I pull it just to here? Maybe. Yeah, there you go. So there's a 3 ways to open it. There's 3 different pulleys. So there's a trainer and there's actual carbide. So there's a button right here, but it's not like a regular folding knife. It will have to clear this last section. So how does this work? Probably would recommend trying it with this trainer. It's not sharp. The blue one, then close it. Boom. It's a lot more smoother. So just boom. And press it, let go, like that. So just press the button, boom. It's a lock. It's a gravity knife. I love it. Kinda like the Dagger shape way better. This one is like wavy this way. Just a little bit different. Wow. I know how to choose, and this one is a Dagger style. This one is Tanto. What do you guys think? It's a beautiful, good looking dark camo with white. Kinda perfect for winter, I guess. With like a muddy snow and stuff. Name of the model. And it has a lock to where it's not going to come off. Beautiful. It does have a little bit shakiness to it, but it's just a nature of gravity knives. They all have to go up and down freely. So when it's locked, it's going to have a little shake, but if I hold it tight, there's no wiggle. And the way it works, push, and it not just pull back right here, it pulls up a little bit. And then it pulls up a little bit, and it's so smooth. So first of all, easy to close and open this way, thumb stud, incredibly smooth. Wow, I should have got a couple of them. I love this anodized, I think titanium handle, and it looks like teeth. Wow, beautiful. And on the inside over here it says Magna Cut. Wow, this one is so cool. It has this see-through scale, but on both sides. I never seen anything like that before. So there's a button and we can see the spring opening it. Wow, that's a really long knife, and it's very like light. That's where the balance is. That's pretty much where I'll be holding it. That's where it's comfortable to hold it, to open it and close. Incredibly light. I love this knife because of the gears especially, and it has this fast release trigger. For that reason it's so unique, because it has a fast deploy trigger right here, and really cool gears, and folding way is like a regular knife. How cool is that? Let's try it this way, no problem. One more time. Let me show you guys close up the gears so you guys can see how beautiful that is. What really unique about this knife is right here. Whenever you pull it out, boom, check this out. First of all, I would want to say is that handle is really thick. Good thing I have really big hands, so it's kind of comfortable for me, but kind of not, because you have all these sharp edges at the end of both sides. But I still love this knife for my collection, because look how it unfolds. You'd have to pull it like that, boom. One more time. It's kind of wanna sometimes close this way or the other way, kind of get stuck. I wish it would be smooth, like boom, and go in automatically. You would have to help it. It would be way cooler if it would happen every time like that, instantly. You see, sometimes you don't want to go this way or the other way. Now I have to help it to close it. Oh, maybe you just have to close it all the way. Okay, now I see. Nope. There you go. Oh, okay. It's a gravity base. I figured it out. Whenever unfold it, you push it down. Whenever fold it, you pull it up. The knife is right here, but there's no way to unfold it like that. What you'll have to do is right here is pull up and push it out. Let's try this again. Pull it up. Nope. Which way do I push? Almost did it. I still have to learn how to do it. It's so strange and unique. It's almost like childproof knife right here. Kind of cool, but definitely not a quick folder right here. Okay, pull it up and push it forward, and you unspin it all the way around like that. Check this out. And then there's a little piece right here that is pretty much locks in. There you go. It just pulls hard and locks in. Did you see that? That is probably one of the weirdest knives I've ever seen. It kind of lifts it up and then locks in. So there's a groove inside there. And then you slide it too. Scary. Oh, wow. A really nice blade, as you can see, high quality knife. But how would you unfold it? What you do, I guess you can keep it closed so that way you don't cut yourself. Fold this way, and then right here, it doesn't even look like a screw. You just start spinning it. All the way out, boom. 1, 2, 3 pieces right here. And just like in the video, that way you can wash it off, rinse it off, dry it off, maybe oil it up a little bit. And then to put it back together, all you have to do is just put it like that, or like close it like this, depends how you like to do it. And then push it together, everything, as you can see. And then spin this one the other way. I think you want to help it out in the beginning. There you go. I was spinning it the wrong way. That screw went in. I love how the screws will not get lost. And then push this together. That's it. And then you have a really nice knife right here. I really love this finger guard, whenever you push it up, you see, you're not gonna cut yourself by mistake. It'll stop it automatically. And one more time, really quickly, take apart knife. One. First time I was showing it to you slowly. Boom. Take it apart, 3 pieces, put it back together. Kinda wanna push it in place. There you go. Check this out. This is why I think this is so unique. To pull this knife out, you see, by pulling it right here, it won't open. Something is holding it inside of it. To unfold this knife, you have to press this button and release it, then you can open it. How cool is that? And again, it's hold it in place, you have to press the button and close it. How weird is this? This is so unique. I really like this carbon fiber, shiny on both sides, right here too. And it's just very unique clamp. And by pressing this, it will open it. By pressing this, it's kind of stiff. I don't think it will kick out. I guess you can just press it. Nope. Yeah, kind of, but it bounced back. It didn't really get locked. Okay, one more time, press it. Definitely not a kicker, but definitely pretty easy to open it like this with one hand and close it like that. There you go. Probably 2-hand opener for sure, because I don't want to flick it and let it fly by mistake, slip it out of my hands, because it's not so easy to open it. As you can see, it doesn't flick out that easy. I mean, it's alright. This is more like a box knife, very small but really thick blade. It sits on there super good. Very unique. What do you guys think? One more time, close up. You see, you just press right here and it will pull up a knife. And then boom, do you see it clicked into here? Just come across very unique folding knife on Amazon. Really unexpectedly, somehow it suggested to me, and I think it's about $20 or $25, so pretty cheap unique folding knives. Usually unique folding knives gets pretty expensive. So let's unbox it, see what this one is all about. Bigger knife. Check this out. You see what I'm talking about? I had to double look to see, whoa, what's happening here? Looks like a regular folding knife, but somehow right here you have a little extension. They could have, I guess, made a longer handle, but they choose to just do one of these instead. Whoa, that is really tough to unfold it. And look at that, this will go inside here. Whoa, beautiful. As you can see, it's been a little bit used, but let me show you what's so special about this. So this is actually a knife, and there's a mechanism right here. You just spin it like that to open it. Wait a minute, why is it not spinning? I thought it would be so easy to use. Apparently not so easy. This is why directions are so much fun to have. I'm trying over here, open this, twist over here, but all you have to do is just twist this and it should pull out, and boom, you got here fork and a knife. Seems very simple, right? Cut your meat, cut it up, but this knife seems to be pretty short. Guess what? All you have to do right here, spin it this way, line up right here. Hopefully you guys can see. Spin it this way and then unfold it all the way. Boom. Now we're talking. Now we have even longer knife. How cool is that? So a fork and a knife, no problem. Chop it up in bigger pieces, use this as a fork. Wow. Does this comes apart? I have no idea. Maybe I should look it up. No, I don't think this one does not come apart. On the picture it shows you to be a fork, a little one. So how cool is that? So once again, once you're done, just flip it over, twist this so it does not come off, and now you have a shorter knife and a fork, once you're done, look at that. All you have to do is just line up and then put it in the holes, close it, twist it, push it all the way in, twist it this way. Boom. It usually clicks in. I can't believe it. For a while there I couldn't even figure it out how to open it because it looks like you want to twist this whole thing right here. Nope, just like that. Boom. One more time to show you how simple it is. Boom. Big knife. So it's actually very easy to fold it and unfold it. So looks like a knife, right? You do not see the blade. It's supposed to come out from here. You flip this open and then you push this like that, fold it together and flip this down. As you can see, the handle is really short, so I wish it was a little bit longer handle right here. But regardless, this is the burn of this knife. To close it, you flip it open and then just push this up and then you have to fold it this way. Be careful, don't keep your finger in here because this is the sharp blade in here. Then you wanna move your fingers away and close it. Very unpractical knife. It is not that easy to close it and open it, but still I love when they super unique. You see how I pulled it up, this thing went to the side and now it's gonna get stuck. Boom. So there is no fast release whatsoever. Push this back, you see how this thing wiggles sideways, back and forth, boom, close it. Pretty fun though. I love this knife, definitely goes into my collection for very weird knives. Mechanism especially, this is what I'm looking for. So you close it like that, close it. I used this knife few times, this is why it's kinda dirty. It was nice, you know what, it's a knife, but you can just tell it's pretty cheap and as you can see, there's quite a bit of wiggle inside there. Side to side, front to front, so definitely not the most reliable knife. Let's see how this folded knife opens up. At first glance it looks like a regular knife, right? Well, let's look at it closer. This is made by USA Stainless, at least there is a stamp on it. That's it. Usually folding knives, you open it to the side. Let me show you how weird this one is. This is also the same brand, but different design as you can see. Again, if you look at it, it looks like a block of metal. To unfold it, you push it all the way around here. So the unfolding part is very slow. Then you have to line it up just perfectly to fold it sideways like that. Boom. And then you have right here a Dagger knife. I've been actually using it as an unboxing knife. And honestly, because it's so skinny, and I mean not wide, but skinny this way and short, it's actually very comfortable to open boxes. With the tip like that, the Dagger tip was very comfortable. But what's so weird about this knife, it's so much work to fold it back up. You gotta line it up, flip it over. So let me show it to you one more time. Line it up. If you don't line it all the way, it doesn't go. Flip it over. But overall, even though because it has this weird design, it doesn't jiggle too much. So it's pretty steady knife. Maybe the handle in and out a little bit, but I cannot even feel it. So then I have here another one, exactly the same design of a folding knife. You gotta flip it over, and actually this one even worse because if you try to flip it the wrong way, it doesn't close all the way. So this is even weirder design of a folding knife. So you gotta flip it over this way or this way without cutting yourself, because sometimes if you push it the wrong way, this end is sharp. So then you flip it this way over. Boom, and then you got a knife. This one is very steady as well. So the handle split in two with the waves. The one is black and one is silver. And whenever we use the liner lock, this is called liner lock, it is closes, but the entire handle will move. That is incredible. So I got it here, very unique folding knife I never seen before. This is some generic brand on Amazon, but I mean it looks like it's made out of copper. Looks like it anyways. I don't think so. Probably like painted copper look. It says D2 steel. It's okay, pretty good. And there is a generic brand, never heard of them, but yeah, it looks in really good. Very nice mechanic machine cut. I mean, beautiful. Check this out. Very comfortable. But what's intrigued me is this very unique way of folding it and unfolding it. Boom. It cuts in into here. Yeah, it's cut so nice. So, and then closes this into here. Not a fast folder right here at all. If anything, this is like a safety folder. Super slow to open it and close it. Boom. Definitely requires 2 hands. Yeah, this is Huaao. Huaao. Don't know how to pronounce it. Hopefully I did good. I mean, it's thick blade. If it is a D2 for $20 on Amazon, it's actually a great deal. I doubt that is a D2, but it is sharp, very well sharpened. Boom. Look at that. That's just strange how it folds. Oh, missed it. Don't want to do that. Boom, locked in. So what do you guys think? Piece of art or a piece of junk? Let me know in comments below. I love it. Definitely going into my weird knife collection. I love very unique knives, and the weirder it is, the harder it is to fold and unfold. Sign me up. This is just so hilarious. I know. Trying to make a thumbnail and trying to figure this out. Which is the most intriguing thumbnail? Like this one? This is kind of cool. Not every day you see a knife like that. So that's maybe this one. Maybe this one would be good. But yeah, or maybe like this. It's just kind of hard to see in a thumbnail. It'd be too big. That's hilarious. Making it longer right here, but then it's like not very steady. This side here locks in super nicely, and it's locks to where I have to pull it. It pulls quite a bit, so it's nice and very comfortable. The best part is it is comfortable, very thick. It is not by any means cheap knife, and it doesn't have much wiggle. I do feel a little wiggle here and there, just a tiny little bit, but it's pretty solid. Most folding knives will have a little wiggle. Maybe not this kind, but I would say any automatic knives will have a wiggle. So, but this one is just a one of a kind, strange design, strangest design out there. Got it here, Top's knife with a hidden feature inside the handle. Top knives are really nice. Look how thick that is. Steel Eagle 1007CXX Tops. Very beautiful. This side here looks like actually the way it's shaped is to be pretty much a real chainsaw. That is a really thick blade, very comfortable. You can hold it this way, you can hold it this way, whatever, probably the most comfortable be this way, but there's little like ropey, you can adjust it to release this side here. Check this out. There's another 2-finger knife. Very thick. Look how thick that is. That is so cool. Partially serrated. I don't know, what would you use it for? So unique and comfortable too. I guess for cooking and whatnot. Beautiful. So you want to put it back in. Just slide it in this way. Locks in. And then just pull on that and adjust this. So that way it's not gonna come off. It kind of locks in there too. Boom, ready to go. Wow, one of a kind for sure. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'd take camping with me, something like that, that's for sure. There you go, let's make a thumbnail. Yeah, a knife with a secret, that's for sure. I got it here, Riyadh Knives Utility Blade. So Riyadh XOU, that's a model number. Okay, pull this out. Let's open it. There it is. So there's a locking mechanism on a magnet. Pretty fidgety. I love the black on red. This one is actually sold out super quickly. There's a logo Riyadh. There's a, wow, like a squish. Is it a squish release? Really not sure how to release it. It's stone in there. Oh wow. Okay, that is really stone. This is made out of titanium, so incredibly stone spring design. Wow. Okay, so I could definitely practice without the blade. There it is. Been a while since I practiced with one of this. So with the inertia or gravity, there's a inertia, which is I guess gravity as well, locked in. Okay, now flip over the blade, so any blade will work, but I'll get the durable one, and then this side here will slide in. And I seen people testing this thing and really beating it up and putting it to the test, and it was great. It did not fall apart at all. So there was a big stress test. Tried to figure it out what is the best way to plug it in. That's it, but it's not going in there. So I guess I supposed to kind of slide it in here. What's happening? Oh, you know what? I flipped it the wrong way. Ah, so gotta pay attention to all this little puzzle. So now that I know how to do it, we want to make sure it's slit and plugged in all the way. Right now it's not. There it is. Now it's plugged in into here and to here. Very durable. Also a little bit of wiggle, not too much. It is a gravity knife. Most of them will have a wiggle, not when it's sucked in, very little bit. It's just nature of the type of knife. Really love how miniature that is, fits my hand super easily. Just so much to talk about. There's a clip. That is very nice clip. Pineapple or frog design, kind of to the side. Usually there's a number on each one of them. I guess this is just a utility, so we don't have a number on these ones. Okay, now that I know how to use it, let's see. I would recommend to hold this in place. Man, I definitely have to practice. It is so stone, it flies out everywhere. So another thing I would recommend, having gloves. First time figuring it out how to open it and close it. So maybe I should just do it this way. There you go. That would be the easiest way to do it. Flip it over, get this new blade, whatever. And I do love it that there's no screws to it. So during the work at any time, this is nice. And I've seen people would grab it and stab it and pull on it, and this would not fail. The blade broke before the spring came off. So it is incredibly nice setup and very durable. Again, the best way to do it, hold this in place. 2 times the mistake I did, I was holding the blade in place, or I was doing something else. But in reality, we want to keep this spring in place before removing it. If I have this finger over it here, and probably good idea having it gloves just in case, and removing it, and then putting it back on. Very nice. Lock it up. Incredible little knife, for sure, one of a kind. That goes into my unique knife collection, and I have a lot of them. I really like this one. There's a lot of different colors, so the black on red is obviously sold out. Everybody loves that color. There's a couple vintage Columbia rivers. This is Hog Dog, D-O-G, 4504, 4514. The only difference between these two is serration. These things are awesome. This is by design G and G Hog. So let's open it up. So what we got here, you push on this too and open it, you see? I guess you can kind of push it with one hand, but I think it's much easier to push it with two hands, you see? There's a lock, whole thing slides down, and partially serrated, and GW Hog Dog, really vintage one. Same thing right here. Beautiful, brand new. Look at that little handle. So same knives, just one is serrated, one is not serrated. Depends of the whatever is available. Sometimes harder to get one or the other one, but in the new condition it's really hard to find. So as you can see, you just push on this one and this one kind of at the same time, and you flick it out, and to close it you push on that. Maybe kind of have to do it with two hands. Look left-handed. That's why I couldn't do it with left hand. So you have right here a knife. I can't believe Columbia River make a knife like that. And then you have a little tiny knife, like unboxing knife. And then another one right here. You just spin it open. And then you have right here 3 knives. How cool is that? Wow. So I guess you'd actually have to hold this one this way and this one this way. So you kind of got a claw and a regular of this kind of knife. That's so cool. Very sharp. And this one is serrated and non-serrated. Wow. And the third knife right here. So you got 3 knives. That is cool. One of a kind. I never seen anything like that. Sometimes I discover vintage knives and I was like, wow, I wish I have found it a long time ago, but it's okay. There's right here a little button you press on and pull the whole knife out. Then you unfold this and look at that. Beautiful little Dagger style blade, and then you put it back in the same way you took it out. Looks like made out of brass, and there's a lock right here. It will boom, lock back in. And then you have right here really thick, funky looking knife, but so unique. I love it. I owned it at some point, one of these different handle. That looks like petrified wood. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Petrified wood, it's like, I guess, like a stoned wood, like that become a rock. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, that is incredible. I'll put links in description if you want one of these knives. Check it out, how much it cost. Then looks like this knife is actually not sharp at all. It's like a letter opener. It's definitely sharp over here, that's it. So you just close it this way, open it this way, put it back away. Which way? Same way you put it. Love it. One of a kind. That's awesome. Another 10 mil, number 15. Look at that packaging. Just amazing. Let's take this out. Wow, where's the knife gonna come out? Look like out of side. Is it bolt action safety pin? I mean, that's insane. Is it a lefty? I have no idea how to open them. I got it from ArizonaCustomKnife.com. They presented it to me to film some, show off some of their knives that is for sale, that is unique like that, handmade. There's definitely a button that's got to be safety right here, and out of sight. Wow, that was quick. What is this? Let's press a button. Okay, it locks it, no problem. So out of sight, press button right here, nothing. I have no idea what that is. Okay, still works like out of sight. What is that for? I have no idea. You know what, does it fly out not as hard or something? You know what, that's like some kind of launcher. There you go. You put some kind of thing in here, like a little like toothpick, and then you just press this way, boom, and it launches the toothpick. That's pretty insane. Lock it this way to where it's not loaded. Whenever you load it, you lock it this way, put the toothpicks through or whatever, and then launch it. Wow. And then you set it this way whenever you don't want to launch it. 10 mil at the side. This is probably the simplest one, but it's much bigger. JP USA 000. Wow, that's definitely like a prototype or something. That is cool. Look at that handle. It looks super rustic and ready to be used. I don't know if it's ever been used, but it looks super cool. So this one just at the side with this safety. ProTech whiskers. This one is pretty unique. I like unique mechanism and unique knives. That's what I try to show you guys off, and I like collecting them as well. So let's see what's so special about this ProTech. Pretty standard, simple, around $250. But how do you pull the knife out? It has a little secret. As you can see, there's no button or anything that you can push on to fly it open, but there's a scale. You push on the whole scale right here, and you kind of have to push quite hard. Boom. There's serial number 421. So you actually push on top. Usually I'm used to pushing it down here, so you push right here. You see? The whole thing slides out. That's what's so unique about that knife. I like that. ProTechs are pretty cool. But yeah, simple blade, 150 4cm blade, steel. Very lightweight, super unique assistant, scaleless, hidden feature right here, so that way most people don't even know how to open it unless you have learned it or watched that video. 10 mil, look at that one. At the front again. Well, let's find out. I'm at Arizona Custom Knives, never seen one of these before. Wow, there's a Dagger style. Look at that thick blade. That is beautiful. I love that rustic look to it, like it's been used even though it's new. That's insane. So that safety, there's no safety. The only way to put it on safety is just release it. No? Okay, you press this button, you can release it. There is no safety on that knife. That is awesome. That's one of a kind. I love that, like a barrel look to it, and heat treated, or how do they do that? Let me know in comments below. That's amazing. So you press it, you release it, lock it, and there is no safety. The only way to activate it is just pull it here. That's it. One of these ice picks, OTF, out of front. Check this out. To pull it back in, you push it this way, then you lock it in. It has a little clip, but yeah, so rustic, really oily. You spin it 1, 2, and you have a nice ice pick. That's so cool that you just lift it out and then close it this way. 1, and then there's a second pull, that's another pull, and then a third pull. Wow, that is so cool. That is very unique out of phone ice pick. Vintage OTF microtech. These ones are really hard to get, and there's a few different kinds. So right now is on safety. There's fire safety, and then you just press it right here. Oh, boom. I guess it was on fire. Wow, look how long that is. These knives are extremely rare, different kinds. Some of them partial serrated, some of them serrated, but look how awesome that works. You just press this and then pull on that, and there's the name of the knife. It's number 10 out of 98. Nemesis, that's the name of it, 1997, patent painting, and it's microtech. Super rare, hard to get. And then again, safety, fire, boom, comes out pretty nice. And again, if you don't know how to open it and close it, you'll have hard time with that. You see, super easy. This is a really expensive, like over $2,000 knife. Got another vintage microtech, about 4 years old. It's 2018. Look at that. Got it here, Morphin logo, and whenever you open it, it's a hellhound blade, but also painted. It's so unique. This is a collector piece. And signature series 2018. There's no serial number on that one, so maybe a prototype. I have no idea. So that's cool. That is very collectible and hard to find. Next, I got it here, Hack Auto signature series, carbon fiber inlay, DLC standard, DLC hardware, all the good stuff. These ones are also extremely hard to find. You don't see them very often. You see the carbon fiber right here, and Hack Auto 264 serial number, 2020 signature series. Boom. The pull on that is so hard. You see, if I hold it with 2 fingers, the recoil is so hard. Love that knife. But yeah, you got kind of like a carabiner style knife. Will be perfect to like tear up the boxes, open boxes, take them apart. You see how there's like a little claw. Will be easy to go into the box and tape. Microtech M390 steel. I love that knife a lot. Next, I got it here signed by Morphin, Sakoma Elite Auto Tactical Standard. That one not as epic, but the box is signed. These ones are also very rare, hard to find. Do you see this? Recoil, kicks. 2022, this one is much newer, and it's 7,795. So there's quite a few of them out there, but the shape blade is pretty cool. I can't even pronounce the name of it, but there it goes. Fallschirm Dagger. I guess that's how you say it. Gravity knife. Sorry about the butchering the name, but anyways, there's a knife. As you can see, it's been used a little bit, but what's so unique about it, there's a button right here, and it's not a pop out knife or nothing. All you have to do is just hold it upside down and it will lock in. It does not fly out like those. Press a button and knife will pop out. Push it back in, you actually have to help it. So now it's not going to come out. It kind of gets stuck. I don't know if it's supposed to get stuck, but there you go.